Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erica here to do the monthly overview for the month of September 2025. This is a month where we have a lot happening energetically. We do have two eclipses, so stay tuned. I will be doing separate videos on the impact of these specific eclipses. But in the meantime, let's just get overall themes for the month that we need to pay attention to, September 2025. So starting out with the themes coming up for September. We have the Star card. Dreams coming true, believing in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So there's a lot of healing energy this month. Could be wish fulfillment. Things being healed, things finally being healed, things being made whole is what I'm hearing. So very much a month where you can be aligning more with your destiny, especially with the recent Lionsgate energies we had at the end of August. The true Lionsgate portal that happened at the new moon and not earlier in the month, although that was a powerful portal as well, time and energy wise, but the true energy happened August 22nd. I did a video about that. If you're interested to check it out, but this is where it's like you were given your assignments to continue on your path. So we do have, with the Star coming out, extremely positive card to start in this energy, and it's card number 17, which adds up to an 8, which is all about abundance. So we also have justice. Dang, and here's another 8. Starting out with 2 8s. Fight for justice and equality, rulings made in your favor, do not give up. So what I feel is there will be justice in the world. You've heard me talking about it for the last recent months. It's been ramping up as the primary message coming through is justice will be served to those that have sacrificed their conveniences in order to align with the light, to do what's brave, to be courageous, to speak and live in their truth when the world is trying to shut them down, when the world is trying to ridicule them, shame them for being who they are, for knowing what they know. And they're going to get their justice, as are those that have not been aligning with the light and are not meant to continue on in the I guess I'd say the higher timeline energy. But the Star and justice, this is when things that are meant to happen are, and the stars are aligning for there to be justice, period, end of conversation, in our own lives and in the collective. What else do we have as a theme, overall theme coming up for the month? Strength, courage, card number 11. Master number. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So if this isn't clear enough along the message of those that have been strong are now going to show how they are strong in their kindness and their compassion as well. Before I say more about that, just a real quick announcement I forgot to mention. I am caught up on all my personal readings with the exception of one. I still have one more to do, but I am going to throw up a special for the month. And this month's special will be a personal reading, full reading, 30 minutes, usually $144. I'm offering for $99, but it's a saving almost $50 on a reading. If you're interested, I'm limiting it to only the first 15 people though. So if you want that, you better grab it before it's gone, because I'm excited to do those for you if you're interested in a personal reading. So coming back to that message I was just saying, collectively, the Star, justice, and strength. Like I was saying with this card, those of you that have aligned and been courageous in the face of a lot of adversity will be getting your justice. But what happens now, and you can't go on the internet without seeing things like, has anybody who's been horrible to you over the last 5 years ever apologized and said, you know what, I'm so sorry I was so horrible to you? Probably not. But you know what? This is about being true light, being compassionate and kind to those that maybe weren't as much to us. It doesn't mean that, you have to go and be best friends with them, but it means this is not a time to say, I told you so, or be an ego, or hold a resentment about that, because this is about letting that go. There's a real energy of purification this month that's very significant, and we cannot vibrate at the highest level. I mean, granted, we're human, right? And we get hurt when people are mean to us. We get hurt when people are horrible to us, or they mock us for our beliefs or how we live our life or what we think, is going on or whatever, right? But many people on an ascension timeline have had a knowledge and wisdom of what's been going on behind the scenes for a long time, because they have the ability to discern, and they can see patterns, they can see connections, they can connect dots, they can think for themselves critically. And this is what the system doesn't want to have. So there's been a lot of opposition to people being able to think for themselves and to ask questions and to figure things out for themselves. And so there will be justice for those of you that were courageous and have been courageous. So let's look as well a little bit more deeply. I am going to be doing an extended where I go much more in depth into the lessons around this month, what else is going on, get a little bit more in depth week by week, what's happening spiritually and in the physical world, and how it's affecting us mentally and emotionally this month. So that's all going to be in the extended. But starting off with just a few more energies on the themes coming up. The supporting energies for this month. Queen of Ariel. Nurturing yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. Followed by Michael, which is the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Again, letting go of heaviness, letting go of conflict, letting go of mental conflict. Choosing a path of nurturing yourself and those you love and making life more beautiful. Followed by the Four of Gabriel and the Ace of Gabriel. So this is the Wands. Gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder, followed by the Four of Gabriel, which is a time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So guys, I started this reading more than once and it just wasn't flowing for some reason. And I took a different approach to it. But the message very clearly was about letting go of the burdens, not carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders any longer. And there's this purification coming through for those that have been holding a lot of energetic weight, because you are processing for the collective. You are processing energies for the collective, maybe not even your emotions, maybe even not even your old patterns, but there are people that are here to transmute, and it can be exhausting. But what I see coming here is something exciting, something fascinating, something amazing. Celebration, justice, healing, wish fulfillment. I mean, hello. And we're meant to be letting go of situations that don't serve us, living in servitude, living in fear, living in conflict. No, we're meant to be happy, generous, mature, and aligned and excited about our lives. And what I see happening here with the supportive energies is that there's this real, there could be some surprise announcements that are worth celebrating in the month of September. There could be the opportunity to be and have the means to nurture yourself and other people, to be generous. This is the Queen of Pentacles energy. But there's a real lifting of heaviness coming forward. With the page of Raphael here, there could be new beginnings in love. There could be apologies, communication coming through. Let's see what energies may be challenging. So for those not going to the extended, by the way, I'm going to leave you with a guidance message at the end of this reading. But what energies could be challenging us throughout the month of September? What can we expect in terms of to be on the lookout for challenges? The Knight of Ariel. So moving forward, taking steps to move forward. It's the Knight of Ariel, who's trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. And there is a lot to do. What I'm getting that's going to be a challenge is you're going to be so excited. It's going to be hard to sit still, and it's going to be hard to move slowly. Like if you've got, like if some people are going to have a financial windfall of some kind. For some people, that's how it's going to happen. It could be for a lot of people. I really feel that that's going to be shifting. Something really big is in the pipeline around that. But I think what's going to be hard is being practical, slow, and grounded, because I think there's so much excitement coming through that it might be hard to sit still. And going slowly, not having a plan of action when things start moving quickly and in an exciting way may be a bit of a challenge. So if you kind of think you know what this is in your life, or you just start being a little prepared, have a bit of a plan ahead of time before it actually arrives, because when the energy arrives, you're going to be in this energy of, I don't even, like, it's going to be hard to sit still. This is the energy I keep getting. What else will be challenging potentially in the month of September? The Seven of Ariel. Seven of Pentacles, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Do you see what I mean? This is about timing and investment of time and energy. And so while I feel like there may be some announcements and things happening, it's going to roll out slower than you want it to. So whether it's like, I think you'll see evidence of some forward progress or exciting news or new directions or hard work paying off and justice coming in for you and for the world. But I think what's challenging is being patient. So it's almost like when you're told ahead of time what your birthday present is, but it's not your birthday yet. And you just got to wait for it to actually get to be your birthday, but you know what it is. That's the energy I'm feeling. And that might be hard for some people. What else might be challenging in this month? The Ten of Ariel, the Ten of Pentacles. There's so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So my friends, I don't see a lot that's going to be hard here in terms of really hard. The hard part is it's going to be so good that it's going to be difficult to like wrap your brain around, I feel. And for some of you, this is where you may have made investments of time, energy, money into things, and you might get payoffs, but it still might be some time until you can cash in, if you will. Again, it's just like, this is what you're getting, but you don't have it yet, but you're going to have it. It's a guarantee, is the energy I feel. So it doesn't seem like it's too challenging. However, because it's so freaking good. All right, this is really too interesting. I'm sorry, I can't wait to break this down in the extended. But for those of you not going to the extended, let me get you the guidance message. I'll get 2 guidance messages for those not going to the extended for September. What's really important? Yep, surrender your belief in scarcity. People are about to be as abundant AF. I'm sorry. There's going to be jackpots, big wins, abundance. Remember, abundance isn't just money. Abundance is freedom. Freedom from lack, freedom from constriction. says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. And with this comes to surrender to wonder and awe. Again, when I started the first reading, before I started over, this was the message, is be open to wonder and awe. And here it is. Be surprised. There's magic in every moment, and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So get ready to be wowed. Get ready to see things that maybe you never thought you'd see in your lifetime or ever. And it's meant to open us up to this abundance and power. And I feel like this is the kickoff month for where we start seeing some of this play out in the physical world. So with that, my beautiful friends, I'll see some of you over in the extended. If you want that reading for the special price for the first 15 people, then by all means, grab that now before it sells out. And until next time, I send you love. Bye.